Oh, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Anime Nights. So glad to be here finally on Friday night. Had to bump it back. Normally we'll do this at 9. I tried to actually do this at 9:30. And a little bit of a snafu. I accidentally streamed this over on Anime Heads, all right, my son's channel. I don't know how I happened to do that, but it screwed it up. And so I had to, and I'm sitting here at like 9:30, like there's nobody here. And how come I don't see this? Because I'm trying to find it on my channel. Man, I boomered that one. Yeah, big time boomered that one. But you know, we made it. We're gonna be talking some anime. We got a lot to talk about. I'm not sure if you guys have been catching One Punch Man. Apparently nobody is, because One Punch Man is absolutely dying on the vine. People don't like it, and everybody's just talking mad shit about it. So we'll talk about it, even though I haven't watched it, but I'm going to see what's going on. We're going to read a couple of articles and see if we can figure this thing out. I was looking forward to One Punch Man Season 3 until I heard how bad it was. And I said, well, that's not a priority. I'll catch it down the line. And I don't know, man. It sounds like it's pretty damn terrible. But look, we know we got to bring on the homies to discuss everything that we have to discuss. Shout out to Brandon, the anime guy. What's up, Brandon? How's it going, man?
What up, DA? I'm doing well. How are you this fine evening?
You know, I try to hang in there, man. You know, it's been a rough one this week. But yeah, I've had a good time, doing lives, everything. I had a lot going on this week, man. It was a very, very complicated week for me. Was sick earlier in the week, had some family stuff midweek, and now we get to the end, and I'm boomering my StreamYard. I've used this StreamYard a couple of hundred times. I don't know how I messed that up. I've never done that one before. But I guess it's the first time for everything.
Yeah. That is true. There is always a first time for everything, and a first time for a show that should be so much better than it is, just getting absolutely ass blasted. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. And then let's bring on the homie Name. What's good, man?
Yo, what's up? Good evening, y'all.
Hey,
What up, Name?
have you been
What's up,
keeping your
Brandon?
eye on One Punch Man?
I'm gonna be honest. I've never even seen the first season, but I've been hearing the news. So
look, the first season is legendary. That is a great season.
I remember my friend was like, we were in 8th grade, and my friend used to we were at an after school, and they would loan you a laptop for like educational purposes, but he would steal it and use it to watch One Punch Man season 1. So that's how I know about it.
That's a proper use of a laptop. Good job, Name's friend. You did it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's just getting absolutely destroyed, and I'm finding it like, okay, where did they go wrong? We're gonna try to see if we can. Hey, Brandon, have you seen One Punch Man?
I've seen the first few episodes of the first season, but I just haven't had the time to go through it. All I know is that it's taking a beating, and whether rightly or wrongly, it's just not shaping up the way that they were thinking it was going to.
Mind of Inception says it's pretty bad, man. Really. I've heard nothing but bad things. It is getting, completely annihilated right now on IMDb. It seems like somebody said review bombed, right, Name?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, I guess, but like it's also like what the fans think. So like, you really can't stop it. There's also like it also goes in the other direction, review boosting. So like,
yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Mac? Shout out to Mac. The first season is the good season. Yeah, I thought season 2 was a definite step down. Season 1 was, again, legendary. It's a great season of anime. Season 2 is a big step down, but it's still watchable. But it sounds like this third season, it's just utter garbage, So we'll talk about that. But before we do, let's jump over to this first topic. I like this little spot that I saw on Anime Tweets the other day. One of these is 100% your first anime. Okay, so
Eh.
I was like, wrong.
Well, maybe if you're of a certain age group, maybe, but not for us old guys. No.
Look at this. Okay, so let's go through these. Naruto,
Nope.
Dragon Ball, One Piece, Death Note, Attack on Titan. I don't. What is this?
Tokyo Ghoul, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
Tokyo.
yeah, Tokyo
Yep,
Ghoul.
Tokyo
I can
Ghoul.
barely tell. Yeah. All right, Tokyo Ghoul. We got Sword Art Online, Bleach, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Full Metal Alchemist, One Punch Man. All right, which we're going to talk about. Black Clover, Fairy Tail, Pokemon, JJK, Doraemon, Code Geass, Blue Exorcist, and Beyblade. Okay, so I was looking at this and I was like, my response was not quite. There's my first anime right there. Okay.
Yep.
You guys can tell that's Battle of the Planets, from America's position. That's mine. Yeah, I'm right there with you, barking mad. That's me. Okay, that's me. Battle of the Planets. Now, name. You're a youngster. You're a young guy. Is any of these your first anime, sir?
No.
No?
No. That's crazy.
What's yours?
But, are we talking about? Okay, so I define it like. Are we? Is it when I became conscious that I knew it was anime, or are we talking about like just like first anime?
What would you qualify as your first anime? It could be you were probably watching something your brother or cousins or whatever was watching, and that could quote unquote technically be your first anime. But nah, you could say, yeah, that one's the first anime that I can say that's my first.
Okay.
Which one is it?
So the first technical anime I've ever seen in my life was a Transformers anime. It was called Transformers Galaxy Force, but they localized it here as Transformers Cybertron. And the first anime I ever watched that when I understood that, the definition of like what was defined as anime, it was this like anime called Aho Girl.
I've
Very
never
like
heard
slice
of that.
of life stuff. Yeah, it's like a very like low key slice of life anime. So yeah. That was like the first time. That show was like the first time I watched an anime knowing that it was an anime. Because
That
like
it was anime.
when you're because when I was a kid, like they would just be putting like shows on like 4Kids, Cartoon Network, like Adult Swim, and like it was dubbed, so like I thought it was a cartoon.
Yeah, it's just cartoons, right?
I was watching like
back then.
Yeah, it was just cartoons. I was just watching like Batman, Spider-Man at the time, and then I see this like, oh, okay, it's just another cool cartoon. But yeah, that was like the Transformers one was the first one I watched, and then like. And there are like so many more that I've seen as a kid. So like Beyblade, not that series specifically. That one, the one that's listed on the picture right there is the original Beyblade. I watched the Metal series, and they got some wild moments in that one. DA is crazy.
No kidding. Okay.
Wow.
Brandon, what's your first anime?
Oh, things like Fist of the North Star. The ultra violence of the 80s, Go-Go 13, The Professional, which I saw way too young, and others like that. But when I look at this list, this is mostly a shonen list.
Right.
And out of all of these, actually my first true shonen is actually My Hero Academia.
Okay.
That was one of the shows that got me back into anime about 10 years ago-ish when the oldest was starting to watch it, and she got really infatuated with Hawks and all that. So, yeah, so it's my first one. It's definitely one that I'll finish eventually, and maybe I'll finish One Piece. I'll definitely finish Dragon Ball eventually, but most of the rest of these, probably
maybe.
not.
Probably not. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Brandon. Like my first shonen was My Hero. Like I have never seen like I watched Demon Slayer and JJK later, but like the first one out of this list was like My Hero. So I'm with Brandon on that vote.
Yeah, most of these are too long or they're incomplete. Like Black Clover's taking forever to get more stuff.
Yeah.
Fairy Tail's long running, but not as long running as One Piece or even Dragon Ball. Death Note is a joke after the first half of its season, and there's more stuff they could do, but they haven't. Bleach is too long. Naruto is too long. Sword Art Online has been gone for too long. Attack on Titan I can't do. Yeah, out of all these, if I was actually going to recommend one of these to start to somebody who is maybe just dabbled a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have to go. I would have to go. Maybe I would have to go one. No, not that up. I about said One Punch
You
Man.
can't
No,
recommend. Look,
no,
if you're
bad Brandon. Yeah, My Hero, Fairy Tale, Pokemon, or for the kiddies, Doraemon. Because Doraemon's been going forever and a day and will never end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doraemon was my mom's first anime. Yeah. So
Hey, everybody in the chat, what's your first anime? All right. Look, I'll say this for me, again, going back to the 80s, I was and I knew it was anime. I knew it was from Japan. Robotech, which obviously is Macross. The first season is anyway. And then of course, we got stuff like Voltron. What was the other one that we had? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, Speed Racer, obviously, but that's even older than that. But we watched those cartoons as kids. We just called them cartoons, right? We didn't really call them anime. We weren't like aware enough. But I knew they were from Japan. I knew they weren't from, America, because we knew it was from Japan. And then when we got the toys, they were always like from Japan, and they had Japanese writing on it. So it's like, well, this ain't American. So we knew things like that came from another country, and that was like our first like intro into that. But like as you guys said, like later down the line when the Shonen era jumped off, definitely Dragon Ball. My kids used to watch that religiously. All right, they watched Dragon Ball. They loved it. All right, and so as a good father, I said I gotta watch this with you guys, or at least know what it is before I let you guys just go run amok and watch it. So I got into Dragon Ball a little bit, but I didn't really get into like, okay, I am now back in watching anime on a regular basis. Probably until My Hero Academia, just like you guys are talking about. That was like when I really started getting right back about a decade ago, and then going to cons, and things like that. Like that was the one, My Hero Academia. And it's funny because like I did watch Full Metal Alchemist prior to that, and it was just okay. It's like, but then after watching My Hero, I would go back and watch. I ended up going back to watch like Full Metal and had a different appreciation for it, to be honest with you. It's just weird how My Hero kind of opened up anime for a lot of people, really created a lot of fans, and it's a lot of people's first anime. All right, I think a lot of people would agree. Yeah, that's my first anime. Let's see, they missed an entire segment. That's probably Ghibli movies, even for young people, are their first anime. Yeah, I think like a lot of people do like, they know of Studio Ghibli, and they know, but they don't really, care. This is their jam, all right? The shonen era, all right? This is definitely the most popular era of anime. I don't think it's ever gonna be topped at any point in time. What we're seeing right here on the screen. What do you guys think? Will anime exceed this era? Are we gonna, or is it just going up, up, up like K-pop Demon Hunters? All right, is it just or have we seen like the strongest era? Like I feel like this right here is one of the strongest sets of animes out there.
Oh, for
What are y'all
shonen,
thoughts?
but shonen is always changing, and I think we're having a resurgence of the adult oriented or the seinen scene. The stuff made for and starring people that are adults, not people that are kids or teenagers or in school. Because if you look at almost every single one of these, that's where almost every single one of these is high schoolers, and that works for so long. And with things like Dragon Ball, you start with Son Goku being what 8, 9, and going up to being an adult and dying several times. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did I spoil that for anybody? I didn't mean to spoil Dragon Ball.
Everybody knows.
Lots of people die and lots of people come back. But I think once One Piece is done, I do think we are going to see a bit of a drop off because Demon Slayer's done, One Piece is almost done, Bleach is almost done, Death Note is special, Naruto's been done for forever. With Akira Toriyama gone, I don't think there's going to be much in the way of Dragon Ball anymore. Black Clover is just barely getting going again. Fairy
Yeah.
Tail is mostly done. Pokemon is special.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, they just don't have, I just don't think they have the same levels of appeal as they used to. Especially with stuff like Freyren now coming around and coming back around. And oh, I saw the preview for it. And I'm beyond. Yeah, they finally dropped the season 2 full official trailer with
Where is it at? Do you have
subtitling.
it?
It's just on YouTube under, if you just do,
Okay, we'll be watching.
yeah,
that.
just do a search for Freyren season 2 preview. It's there,
right.
and man, it is glorious. It is
All
going
right,
to be
we'll
so
be checking
good.
that out later on. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, I think I think just any anime you pick out of here, with the exception of One Piece, okay, you could call your starter, and I don't think you would be wrong for that.
Yeah.
You know, and there's some, you know, I don't think there's anything that's like, you know, like I think these are mostly good. There's not like trash in this list, you know. Tokyo Ghoul's second season, you get through one season of Tokyo Ghoul and you're probably done. All right, it's like, all right, I saw Tokyo Ghoul. I don't really need to watch anymore. I think One Punch Man is like in that same category, unfortunately, because it looks like nobody's talking about it, and it looks like everything that's out about it is negative. So that's no bueno. Let's go ahead and jump over to that real quick. Thank you guys for the love and the support. We'll get to those super chats in a minute, but I do want to kick off the number one topic, and this thing is just kind of like, what the hell is going on here with One Punch Man? Episode 6 IMDb score is absolutely hitting the floor and continues to drop, receiving lower ratings than any other anime episode in history. All right, so this is where they got it. 1.6 out of 10.
We're into the Star Wars territory there with this shit. Holy crap. Oh, that's not
bad?
good.
Is it that bad? That's crazy talk to me.
With the
and I don't understand what, okay, I haven't watched it, but now I'm like, how do y'all make a show that's like not hitting with your audience? You should know your audience. I went to the when we went to Anime Expo. Did you go to that panel, Name?
No, I saw you go into that panel. But,
I passed you up.
I caught you. I caught you on the way. Yeah, I didn't go to that panel because like I hadn't seen it yet. But I heard like they're like really hyping that panel up. They brought the voice actor out. They're doing like a Guinness World Record challenge. Like I was like, okay, you guys got something cooking in the kitchen, okay? But then like, you know, with everything that's been coming out about it, it's like was all that hype for nothing? It's like, well, what are we doing? They put more emphasis on like the promotion rather than the actual animation of it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I'm looking at, you know, the company that did the animation, JC Staff. They've been around a long time. They've got some classics. They've got some real shitters. But looking at what they've released just this year, they've had 5 series that they've done. And they have 2 of them that are airing at the same time as One Punch Man Season 3. And on the AniList score, One Punch Man sitting at a 62. They can be a little harsh on shows.
Sure.
But Dad is a Hero, Mom's a Spirit, and I'm a Reincarnator has a 64. And it is straight up isekai fantasy trash. And the same with My Gift Level Quad 9 Unlimited Gotcha. It's got a higher score than One Punch Man, and it is trash. That was just straight up power fantasy trash.
You know what's crazy, DA? Like, you were talking about this earlier. The Acolyte has a higher score on IMDb than One Punch Man. Like, this review bombing is actually going crazy, bro. Like, look, I know you. We all have our gripes about shitty animation, but I'm pretty sure I would take One Punch Man Season 3 over the Acolyte any day. Like, come on, guys. There's no way it's that bad.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm reading here that they used a drawing from the manga and forgot to edit the top of the character's hair. Literally copy and pasted, half-assed it. It's so bad. And I think that's the problem. That's let's see. Mind of Inception, that's what he's saying in the chat. And I'm looking at this, you know, if this is supposed to be the biggest thing that JC Staff has done in a long time, because you know, they've got a lot of work under their belt. Having 5 other shows come out the same year as this, it literally looks like they either had no budget or someone, this has been on hold for so long, and someone finally said, do it, but you only have a month to do it. And they're like, oh, shit.
It was kind of interesting in the
Yeah.
panel. They kind of sounded like they were rushing it because the voice actors were like, all right, I've got my script, but the animation isn't done. And so it's like, okay, this thing is, and this was in July. All right. So you're thinking like, wait, the animation isn't done. You're about to record your scripts. What the hell's happening? Aren't you guys supposed to already have all of this done? And shouldn't we see a trailer? They had nothing for us. They had nothing. They showed us like a little bit of footage. It was like maybe 30 seconds, and that was it.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Yeah, man. It's bad right now. And you got to do better. Like, look, anime is way too competitive to be doing this crazy shit.
Should we be worried about JJK season 3? Because that's the same thing that happened for that panel. Because it was on day 4. I know you didn't go to a DA, but what they did was they showed like behind the scenes recording of like the Itadori voice actor dubbing over it, and he was dubbing over like previews, basically like, you know, just like sketches before like they animate it. And I don't know if that's what they were describing in the One Punch Man panel, but like it was the same for JJK. So like, should we be concerned about that too? Because that's dropping in January.
Yeah, like that's coming up. At the beginning of the year, and you know it's one of my most anticipated.
Well, not even in January. We're gonna get the premiere in like a few weeks, like December 5th. Like,
well, I'm talking about like the season, like the full season.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The season.
Yeah, I think we got to be nervous about this stuff, man. Look, Japan, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. Right now, anime is your #1 export. Japan has to, and everybody over there has to be very, very careful to make sure that what they're putting out there is good because people are here for it. You can destroy a series with one season, and it feels like look, One Punch Man season 2 was no great season at all, but there was still hope. Okay, there was still some hope that One Punch Man season 3, they would recognize their errors and they would pull their heads out of their ass and get it right. And it sounds like this is terrible. This guy says 1.6 is about how many minutes are animated per episode. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So they're not just, so like you said, they're just cutting and pasting from the manga. Yeah. What?
They could pull digital assets and do it that way. And it's a shit show. There's no way around it. And as I said, I'm looking at some of the stuff that JC staff has done in the past. They're the ones that do Don Machi, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? And that's fantastic. The Way of the House Husband, The Duke of Death and His Maid, fantastic stuff. So they know how to do things. You know, the realist hero rebuilding the kingdom. They have good pedigree. It looks like when they have the time, they can do it. But this looks like a rush job special or something. Someone somewhere couldn't pull the head out of ass long enough to say, do it this way, take the time. And they're now paying the price for it. The One Punch Man is pretty much, other than the manga, I would call it a dead franchise. There's no way it can get anything after this. Not a chance.
So this is an article on Games Radar. One Punch Man season 3 plummets to new depths with one of the lowest rated anime episodes of all time. When you're hitting all time territory and it's not good, all right. If you're hitting all timers and it's not good, you got to really sit back and think, what the hell did we do to this entire franchise? I loved the first season of One Punch Man. Again, I'll say this to the end of time. All right. I got a Saitama back here behind me just because of that. It made me an immediate fan, and I couldn't wait to see season 2. And by the time I did, I was very disappointed. But I was looking forward to season 3, thinking that they had fixed some things, and it looks like they didn't. All right, so we're just going to read through this. All right, this is on Games Radar. Like I said, the 6th episode reaches new lows as the superhero anime woes continue. One Punch Man season 3 struggles have continued as its latest episode receives an unfathomably bad rating on IMDb. All right, so this was at the time of the writing. Motley's Heroes is sitting at a 2.7 out of 10, and obviously we know it went lower than that. That not only marks it out as one of the worst episodes of the year, but also one of the lowest rated anime episodes of all time. While much of the reasoning behind the record low is due to the 1-star review bombing, you see, everybody tries to call it review bombing when audiences are just telling you how they feel. It's not review bombing. It's legitimately, look, I can't say it that I think it's a bad episode, good episode, because I haven't seen it. But why do they automatically run to review bombing? All right, but then they do say thousands of voters at least have legitimate reasons for behind their displeasure. What was you saying, Brandon?
That's because they're losers. This just reminds me that we don't hate the lame-ass dying dinosaur media enough. Just it's all in the way that they present things and the way that they word things. It's always, if you don't like X, then you're fill in your pejorative there. So,
yeah. As one said, they had a hard time not falling asleep during the episode. You should not be falling asleep during a One Punch Man episode, man.
No, you shouldn't.
That's ridiculous. Which pushed along the Monster Association arc at a glacial pace and largely recapped information that the audience were already well aware of. Another goes further, asking for the entire season to be remade. Ouch. Whew. If you hear this kind of feedback, it's hey, look, you know what? The audience might be right. We might want to do that. Elsewhere, there's been a groundswell of anger amongst longtime fans over the poor animation, a feeling only intensified by the 6-year wait between seasons.
That's the harder part.
Yeah. Previously, fans described the episodes as janky and rushed, with the finger pointing firmly at Studio JC staff who took over animation duties from the second season onwards. The animation in the first season is just, it's so good, man. It's so good. So yeah, I did not like season 2 of the animation either. One Punch Man Studio does have a defender, though, in the shape of One Piece artist Vincent Chansard. Speaking on a recent YouTube live stream, he remarked, "I think a lot of people blame JC staff, but it's a bit more complex. Sometimes it's not about the animation studio. Sometimes it's about the production committee that is on top of everything." You nod in their name. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember, like, they brought up Blue Lock season 2 earlier, like, you know, that was a huge. Everyone was saying all sorts of things about it. PNG lock, one frame lock, like, you know, and it was all the way into, like, you know, the final 2 episodes where they actually had like some like good animation, and then people were starting to think like, okay, like these studios, like clearly they can do something right. It's just like, you know, why aren't the committees letting them? Because like you said, like, you know, when they showed off like the Blue Lock season 2 trailer in AX 2024, they didn't have anything for us, and it was coming out in like the fall as well. So it had the same problem as like One Punch Man, where like they didn't have any footage to show us, and everyone was getting kind of worried because, like, you know, it's like, you know, it's coming out in a few months. You guys are supposed to be done.
Hey, where's it at?
Like, yeah, like I think the most they had for us was like a 30-second trailer. So like, I'm starting to believe that it's these production committees, like, because the last 2 episodes of Blue Lock season 2 are beautiful. Like, if we got a whole season of that, like, no one would be shitting on the studio, but we didn't. So it's like, but it's also like really hard for us as fans, like, it's like, you know, we're saying this and that, but like we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. So it's like, you know, it's really hard for us to like point fingers. And unfortunately, in this case, the animation studio is taking the brunt of it. So
yeah,
I guess it's just unfortunate.
It could be they put the JV team on this one when they should have put the varsity squad and switched up with the other shows that they were doing this year. That, as I said, there's 2 others that are running this same season. So it's not like, I just don't know. It's just a totally missed opportunity. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the people that need to take the responsibility is the production committee, because it's not just the director themselves. They don't have full control. The production committee is the one. They are the ones that ultimately approve everything. And if they approve this shit, then yeah, that's on them. They all need to be fired for making shit.
I couldn't agree more, man. Look, I like this one right here. JW Jinbei, did the One Punch Man creators have a meeting with Leslie Headbanger before they produced this episode? Apparently so, man. What's up, JW Jinbei? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Yeah, apparently they've been talking to the Acolyte people a little bit too much. They've been talking to Leslie Headland and Lucasfilm, and they absolutely came up with a dud. I saw the score right here on my anime list. I'm like, damn, man, 5.13. I don't think I've ever seen anything this damn low. That's bad.
Yeah, that's even lower than than AniList. As I said, AniList is basically, it's a 62%, so like a 6.4. If they're rating it even lower than that, that's pretty bad, because normally the AniList people are way harsher on things than my anime list, so it's not good. It's not good.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, look, if you guys have seen One Punch Man season 3, any part of it, let me know what you think of it in the comments, in the chat. Tell me if it's worth even touching. Like, should we just forget it, memory hole it, and move on with our lives? Or is it worth looking at it? Can you, like, is it so bad that it's so good? Like, is it one of those feelings? You know, like, so sometimes stuff is just so bad that you can laugh at it.
That's how it was with Blue Lock. Like it was like, you know, after the second episode, it was so horrible. We were seeing all the flaws, and then like, but I just kept watching it because it's just like the community engagement, everyone making memes about it. Like that was what kept me going.
That's
like,
half the fun. Yeah,
that was how it's like you know, it's like watching a car crash. You know, it's a horrible thing, but you can't look away.
Well, that type of show can get away with it. One Punch Man, you know, it has that over the top rabid following, and has such good renown in the manga world that it just can't survive the same things like a Blue Lock. Blue Lock is sports and real life type stuff. Yeah, you can get away with a little less here and there. And for slice of life shows, you typically do. But for One Punch Man, something that's supposed to be very action heavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
No, you're not getting away with that, man. All right, let's jump over to Super Chats. Everybody, thank you for your patience. We're going to go ahead and read through these. Brandon, the anime guy, has been a member for 6 months. Holy cow, One Punch Man is bad. So bad. But Frieren is good. Yeah, we're going to check that trailer out in a minute, man.
Yes,
look, I am absolutely looking forward to season 2 of Frieren, man. First season is one of the best we've ever seen. So, yeah, second season. I don't know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to that. 100%, man. What do you think, Brandon?
Oh, I got spoiled a little bit with what's coming. I know that there's a twist that's coming. I need to get the manga, but I'm trying to be good and pay off debt, so I can't just go splurge and pick up the last 7 volumes that I don't have.
Gotcha.
But I do know that something happens, and it can have some shenanigans happen. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if it's going to be covered in this season, but it's very possible. It's possible.
Nice. All right, let's move on. Thank you very much. We got Mac, who dropped $1. Mac, thank you very much. You guys get over there and support Mac. I always say it. Mac is on top of everything, man. He keeps us up to speed on Hollywood. He keeps us up to speed on anime. You know, let me drop his information right here. Follow Mac on X, and you won't be disappointed. Trust and believe, man. He is a gem. All right. Great information, all kinds of great insight as well. So definitely get over there, follow Mac on X, one of my top dogs. Mac, thank you very much for just always tweeting and keeping me in the loop of things. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Zilvi for $5 said it would have been more profitable to not have made season 3 in the first place. It's starting to sound like it, man. Real talk. It's starting to seem like why did you even make this season if it's going to be this trash? Did you think you would sneak one past we'll make a stupid, terrible season, and we'll sneak it past all the One Punch Man fans who have been waiting for 6 years. 6 years you rate, and this is what you... I can't... I honestly kind of want to watch it now, even though I know it's probably a gigantic waste of time, but I want to see how bad it is. I want to see how bad the animation is. I just want to see it for myself, and then I'll know. But yeah, I agree with you, Zilvi. Definitely probably more profitable just to say, you know what, let's not even do this. All right, we're wasting time, money. Everybody's just not. What are we getting out of this? But a 1.7 on IMDb.
I'm hearing some people run defense saying they don't mind if the build-up scenes are trash as long as the fight scenes are fire. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that's how people are looking at it. I'm constantly looking for people, and look, this is what we see when I'm looking for. All right, somebody get out there and defend it. I keep seeing this damn thing.
Yeah,
Bro, when
that's
I
your
first saw
copy and
this,
paste.
are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
kidding
real.
me?
I mean, come
I
When I
on.
first
heard.
saw
I
this,
heard.
I was like, that's a meme. Somebody did this shit and just they're goofing. And everybody was like, nah, bro, it's real. This is what they're really doing over there with One Punch
I
Man.
heard that's actually accurate to the manga. Like he actually does slide down the hill like that. It's just that they didn't put the dust particles in because in the manga there's like a dust trail left behind, so it looks like more natural. But because
Would it
there's
have
no dust
killed
trail,
y'all to put the dust in there? Like, you can't just be this trash. I'm sorry. This is anime. You cannot be this trash in the anime world today. Not when we just got through with Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. When you see Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, if you haven't seen it yet, this is a joke. This animation, this level of animation is an absolute joke. I'm not no. Yeah, so yeah.
They need
right.
to rename the show to One Slide Man.
One slide, man. I've seen that.
yeah,
bad.
some people saying like one frame man.
Yeah, that is
I've
total
seen
ass.
people pushing One Slide,
Bad.
man, so much, man. Just too crazy, man. Too damn crazy. Thank you very much, Zilvi. Much love to you, sir. Dragon Master Zero drops a $10 super sticker. My dog, Dragon Master. Thank you very much. Everybody, you know, Dragon Master is one of my top helpers. He supports the channel in a lot of ways. Give him some love in the chat. Okay, he got a super sticker. Let me see. What's the super sticker? Let's take a look at this super sticker that he's given.
It's the controller with the sunglasses coming down on it.
Is that a controller? Oh, it is
Yep.
a controller. I thought it was like a little Pac-Man or something. Yeah, I see the buttons and stuff now. Yeah, so these little layers of sunglasses dropping for the super sticker. Dragon Master, once again, thank you very much. Much love to you. Peace and love, brother. You always support, you always helping, and I appreciate that to the fullest. So thank you very much. He helps keep the lights on, and that's all I can ask. You guys are awesome for that. Thank you very much. Dragon Master also has his own emoji. All right, down in the chat, y'all can lace him up. Y'all can just go Dragon Master, Dragon Master, Dragon Master, and just show him how much you appreciate the fact that he supports. He also drops a 5. Says, why does this One Punch situation remind me of how the 7 Deadly Sins went bad? I've seen a lot of people mentioning 7 Deadly Sins. My son is a big fan. I never watched 7 Deadly Sins myself. My son is a huge fan of it. You guys got any knowledge on that situation?
No, I've never got into that, but it's probably the same as what happened with The Promised Neverland. First season was absolutely fire, and the second season was absolute ass.
Damn.
So.
That sucks. That sucks.
It
Name
does.
never saw 7 Deadlies?
No, but I've heard like it's the same problem. First season's fire, and then like a few seasons down the line, like they somehow dropped the ball on like one of the best, like, you know, the best seasons or like story arcs. So
yeah. And it comes down to the animation generally, right? Because the story is fine. Like, okay, it's a story. It's not a story issue. It's an animation issue. You guys got to figure that out, man. Can't be putting stuff out there for these giant fan bases. It's too funny, man. But thank you once again, Dragon Master, for that. Appreciate it. We got Jerry Morales. Drops $9.99. Says, hail, DA, distinguished guests, and chat. I truly hope One Punch Man creators feel the heat and give us the action of why we became fans. And I'm waiting on your Lupin the Third review. And y'all ain't gonna let Lupin the Third go, man. They are not gonna let Lupin the Third go, bruh. I am going to watch Lupin the Third. I absolutely promise you guys. I'm actually thinking of getting like a Patreon something, and then I'll just do a live like watch along if you guys want to watch with me. I'm actually thinking of doing something like that because I want people to like see me watching it. So they say, DA said he watched it. Like, no. I want to actually watch it because everybody says it's really good and it's definitely worth it. So I do plan on watching Lupin the Third, and I will give a full review of that. Best believe. Thank you very much, Jerry Morales. Yeah, I don't know about One Punch Man feeling the heat though. You know, it seems like, you know, if they ain't felt the heat yet, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, this is a bad situation for one of the anime that, in my opinion, like I love season 1. And I thought we really had something. Season 2 again, big disappointment, real big letdown, but there was hope, right? There was hope for season 3, and season 3 is absolutely shit the bed, and it's not even funny, man. So yeah, that's crazy to me that's how bad things are. But thank you, Jerry Morales, for the $9.99. Thank you all to the super chatters, man. You guys are dope. All right, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, if you got Dragon Master Zero, you can give him some love. Thank him. Get over there and follow Mac on X. Follow Brandon as well. If you guys haven't followed Brandon, the anime guy, follow him on X. I'll give you his information too. Follow him on X, and then follow him, of course, on YouTube for more anime coverage. Let's go ahead and thank everybody with a little All Might for your life. Here you go. All right. We got a little live action anime talk to do. Noah Centineo in talks to join Sydney Sweeney in Legendary's Gundam movie. Holy smokes, this thing might be the biggest movie of the year. All right, you're going to get anime fans, Sydney Sweeney fans. I don't know if there's Noah Centineo fans, but there probably are a few. This thing is.
I have no idea who he is. But then again, I don't do much stuff from Hollywood these days, so. But I do know who Sydney Sweeney is. And I know 2 big reasons why I'm a fan.
I think he was wasn't he like a Disney actor? I think he was like a Disney actor.
No clue. I have no idea.
I believe that's what he grew up in that Disney Channel era where he used to do like Disney Channel shows and such. So I think that's where he's like his most famous from. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney, I've talked about this before. I did a video on it that, yeah, Sydney Sweeney was already in talks, and apparently now she is locked in with Gundam, and she's going to be, I don't know if she's going to be the star. It's probably going to be Noah, but maybe Sydney is also playing a part. Name. Are you a Gundam guy?
Yeah, that's my wheelhouse. I haven't seen like every Gundam series, but I know enough about it to to discuss it. So
what are we what all right, so look, I got a buddy out there that he's a big time Gundam collector. Every time I go to an anime con, hey D, check for this particular Gundam, and he'll give me like the specs and everything. I'm like, bro, man, I'm just trying to like hang out, I'm just trying to chill and hang out, man. I ain't trying to go look for and then I'm going from booth to booth to booth to booth looking for a Gundam, but it's all good, man. That's the love and the passion of the Gundam collectors. What do you know about this Gundam movie? Is there a certain storyline that they're going to be covering? What do you know, bro?
Based on the casting, I can't tell for sure because I'm thinking because like the original Gundam, like they're like they're pretty much like child soldiers. Like they're nearing like, I think some of them are like older or like 18. So like, you can make a case for that, but like in that series, like the blonde character, she's a child, and I don't know if like Sydney can play that. Like Sydney don't pass as a child no more. Like, so I don't know if they're going to be adopting the original.
Well, I'm saying I saw somebody put this up right here, adding Sydney Sweeney to a live action Gundam. Is that what we is that what we doing? I have no idea what this is from. But do you have chicks pulling bazookas out of their titties? Is that what we do in Gundam?
Sure, why not?
Hey, I'm down for that.
Well,
that is a hell of a scene. It makes you immediately want to go and watch whatever the hell this is. It's like, all right, I got to see the context. I got to see. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney could absolutely pull that one off. I'm sorry, Name. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going.
You're good.
We'll leave this graphic up though.
Yeah, it's like, are they adapting one of the storylines? Are they like trying to do an original, like something that's disconnected, like kind of how like Michael Bay just like oh, we're gonna take like the names that you recognize, but we're gonna make a completely different story with them. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, they've basically got 3 different story arc branches to choose from. Either the UC, the first alternate or the second alternate universes. If they're wanting to capture anybody from the 90s, then you have to do something like either Gundam Wing, or what would be best if they were to do G Gundam, because G Gundam is the best because of, we got to have our countries represented in the form of the absolute best racist stereotypes of a mech ever created. I want my Tequila Gundam, damn it. Where the hell is my Tequila Gundam? Or the Windmill Gundam. Where is it?
Come on, Brandon, you know they damn well ain't gonna do no fucking G Gundam in this current political climate. Hold up.
Oh, I know they won't. They should, because it'd be funny as hell.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
Send me what you got.
There's a series called G Gundam. It's like, I think it was the first spin-off of like Gundam that wasn't in the main like big like UC timeline. And basically like the story goes is like they had like these Gundams like fighting in like a tournament. So like if anyone's likes any like tournament arc like style anime, that's probably one. And each country is represented by a Gundam, and some of these Gundam.
They were doing some racist shit. I got it. Okay, they were doing some racist shit with the Gundam.
Well, I mean, it's like like Hollywood would classify as racist, like, because I've seen like so many like Mexicans. They actually
did like the African Gundam have like an afro or some like that's what I'm asking. Like, what kind of shit did they have? All right, Brandon got it. Hold up, let's say.
All right, this is the OG Toonami G Gundam promo, and we can play this without a problem. I've played it tons of times, and it's remastered in 4K for your pleasure. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, Toonami's given you some of the greatest cartoon shows ever made. Now we're proud to present our newest edition, a program about love, honor, sacrifice, revenge, and a whole lot of destruction. Let's get things started. Gundam fight all set, ready, go!
I will get rid of them with my own hands.
Your crime shall not go unpunished.
You still haven't figured out my true identity. Let's do it.
Now, fire!
What's happening? They think the planet Earth is nothing more than a playground.
Prove your worth to the Shaolin Temple.
Totally insane.
Take this! My love, my anger, and all of my sorrow! You intend to shoot your own brother? Will never be forgiven!
G Gundam, premiering next Monday at 5. Only Toonami.
Okay, I mean, that actually looked good, man.
Oh yeah, it is really good.
Yeah.
All right,
but when he said they were like,
I got the pictures right here.
Yeah,
you got
pictures.
Okay, so hold on, let me share my
share that. No, I thought like you was gonna have like, if it was racism in there, it'd be like the African Gundams got like spears and shit that they chuck. I was wondering if that's where y'all was going with it.
All right, this is the Tequila Gundam right here.
Tequila Gundam.
This is what represents Mexico in the tournament. And then this is what represents the Netherlands.
Man, that's cool. Giant... That's nothing, man. I like that. That's not problematic. That's fun.
It's not. But they won't release a Gundam model for him.
They won't?
They're too chicken about it. No, they won't.
They got to stop being scared.
I've got a few friends of mine that are massive, huge mecha nerds, and they collect all the Gunpla, and yeah, they won't touch any of the G series stuff, especially Tequila Gundam. I don't know why, because it's just awesome. It's awesome.
All right, so look, here's what the Hollywood Reporter had to say. The project is centered on a character played by Sweeney, and sources say the actress is very much involved in the casting of those opposite her. In Gundam, her character and the male lead are in the vein of Romeo and Juliet on opposite sides of a war between planets who find a connection. Okay, does this sound like anything that you guys have seen, like a storyline?
Zigzion.
It
does.
Kind of reminding me of Wing because, I wouldn't say they're on opposite sides of the war, but the female protagonist in Wing, she starts out as like a pacifist, and then she gets like dragged in to like a war because the male protagonist, Hero, he's like a really like trained child soldier. So I'm not sure, but this also sounds No, it's not. It's not Stardust Memory. There's no way they would adapt Stardust Memory.
If I had to guess, they would probably adapt something like Wing. This sounds closer to Wing, although I guess it could be stuff that resolves around Char and what's his face? See, it's been so long. My brain's
Amuro?
starting to try and shut down. Amuro Ray.
Amuro? Yeah, Amuro.
Yeah, you could, although Char in this day and age would be considered problematic because he's willing to drop a colony on Australia. So have a colony drop done.
Yeah, look, those model kits, the Gundam, like I said, the guy I know, man, it's like he got like about 40 of them all over it. I mean, he's a
I understand. I got a several. Like once you buy your first one, it's just you can't stop. It's so
you can't stop, huh? It's like an addiction.
Yeah, it is an addiction. And
it is. I have Master Gundam and a Fun Psyche Bandai kit. Some of the G Gundam stuff is available. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for.
They won't do the Mexican one, unfortunately. But the one show, the 8th MS team, if they did do a movie around it, holy crap, it would have to be rated R for extremely disturbing. Or the Iron-Blooded Orphans.
So. Oh, that's actually possible. Yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans. I think, well, I don't know if they could do it because, that's like you said, Brandon. Like, if they want the 90s, 80s audience, like Iron-Blooded Orphans, unless they're into it, they're not going to catch them. So, because that's one of the newer ones, and it just recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary. So,
yeah, it's one of the last good ones. If they do The Witch from Mercury, they need to have a size 13 boot shoved up their ass. That was a shitty series.
Really?
Oh, it was so bad.
Damn.
Because, it's instead of the witch from Mercury, it's the scissoring witches from Mercury. Because they have the power of one, the power of two, the power
are you serious?
of many.
They acolyted? Oh.
It's not good. It just wasn't very good.
Well, look, we talked about how Mecha kind of needs a comeback, right? So maybe Gundam gets it kicked off in the right direction. An actual, live action mecha might actually work. I don't know how live action mecha has done. I know there's, Pacific Rim, and a lot of people love Pacific Rim. I thought the first one was really good. Uprising, not so good. So I guess, there's an opportunity for mecha to make a comeback. And there's another one named put me on to this. And I thought this was like, hey, wait a minute. This actually sounds like this might be pretty good, right? Look at this one here. All right, I'm going to share this. Fantasia Bunko shared this. It's a manga. It's not an anime quite yet. But look at this title. Reincarnated as a giant mech.
Yes.
This sounds juicy. This is a manga, so it's not an anime. Just want everybody to be aware of that. But this sounds really, really fun, and this sounds juicy. And we were talking before name. You were saying, like, I think the isekai genre is really kind of like starting to pick up steam, and people are enjoying these isekai levels. Right now we talk about My Status as the Assassin. Great series. I love it. But this is different on so many different levels. Reincarnated as a giant mech. I'm watching this day one. I'm gonna read it first, I guess. Because I like anime first, so it's not an anime, but I can't wait to see this thing because I think this thing will go to an anime eventually. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah,
just the concept alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been like really diversifying in a good way in this time. Like what isekai really means, because like it. DA, like, have you seen some of the recent isekais? Like, there's an isekai about like being reincarnated as like a sword. There's an isekai about like a guy reincarnated as a vending machine. Like,
You just
Yeah.
picked the two that I was actually talking to my wife's friend about. My wife, her one friend she does have, she comes over once a week. And they were like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to get married, type of stuff. Anyways, she started talking about my nerd shit. This came up. I'm like, yeah, two of my favorite shows of the past little while is called Reincarnated as a Sword, a.k.a. Sword Daddy. And the second one was Vending Machine, reincarnated, a vending machine otaku gets reincarnated and wanders the dungeon as a vending machine. So you wouldn't think it works, but it works, and it's funny as hell. They're
I
great.
haven't watched the I know Reincarnated as a vending machine. I got that on my watch list. People told me you got to watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's
all
all right. It's okay.
It's all right.
it's
Okay.
it's all right. You just watch it for the concept because it's just like how did they like what are
Yeah,
they cooking?
right.
It's like,
But
I
no,
see you got something put up here, name. Let me go ahead and
Yeah.
share this. Hold up.
yeah, like
Oh,
so
I
I
gotta
have
share
the
this.
I have the vending here's the vending machine one. So you can see like this. Hold on, let me see if I can enlarge the picture. Oh no, okay, here. So like this
Yeah.
guy, the guy reincarnates into this, and basically like he can't speak. The only way he speaks is like through like vending machine already like pre-programmed like commands like thank you for visiting, come again, what do you want, like stuff like that, and that's how he communicates with the people. But and here's the sword one. So like
That
this
one's
girl,
fantastic.
this was a really good one. Actually, I'm looking forward to the second season. But so let me try to let me open. Here we go.
Our little black cat Fran. I've
Oh, it's a
watched
little
this
blurry, but
6 times. I've watched
Yeah,
the
this
anime
is-
6 times.
It's
And
a
I
really
actually-
good anime, like
6 times. I have almost the entire manga set except for volume 4
Nice.
because they've never repressed that one, and trying to just go buy one, it's like $150. I'm like, no. Well, yeah, I'll have to eventually get
Shit,
it, but
man.
not today.
How many episodes is this?
It only had 13.
12.
It's got a second
12 or
season
13,
coming.
yeah, 12 or 13.
Yeah, 12 episodes first season. The second
Okay.
season was announced right after it finished, but we're now about 3 years since. But
Yeah, and
we did get an update. It is supposed to be coming out this next year. And that's good because this one's fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah, this is a
the
great
sound
anime,
score,
like-
perfect.
Yeah, so the DA, this is the female protagonist, but like the guy who gets isekai is this, like he's this sword, like
He's the
dies
sword
for-
right there.
He's,
Yeah.
AKA
Yeah.
Sword Daddy.
All right.
and then
Yeah,
you
it's good.
kind of related to Kamen Rider, like more tokusatsu, but they made a Red Ranger isekai, like a few years
Yes,
ago.
they did. I do
This
remember
was
that
really
one.
this was really fun.
Yeah, there was another one that I was watching that came out. Shoot, when was it? And listen, I love the isekai genre. There's not sometimes though, there's not a lot of heat in there, so it's like, okay, I want something good to watch, and a lot of times I'm not impressed, okay, by some of the stuff that's there. But I mean, there are some really good. Which one was the one that I watched? And it kind of turned me out. Like I said, I love my status as the assassin exceeds the hero. I'm enjoying that one. God, it was like a
Was it T-Bait?
I think it was Salary Man in another word, some shit, man. I forget the name of it. It was like a salary man.
Oh yeah. The salary man becomes like one of the strongest for some shit. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Where is it at? I'm trying to find.
I know
it
what
now,
you're talking
man.
about. I
You
got
know what I'm
I know
talking
you're
about? Yeah. That one was
Hold on,
all
let
right.
me-
I actually liked that one. That one was all right. I think it was moving too slow for me. I kind of like abandoned it. But it was really good. I was watching it during the summer. Wait, let me see. I'm scrolling right now,
Hold
you
up.
guys.
There's
I'm
quite
gonna-
a few
I'm
of
gonna
them
share
that are
my-
like that.
I'm gonna share my screen again. Is it this one? Headhunted to another world
hold
from
on.
salary man to Big Four.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it right there.
I watched
This
that one.
Yeah, I actually it was all right, but it started moving a little bit too slow for me. And
Yeah,
I was just
the-
like, I got to move on.
The end of it was not as satisfying as I was hoping for. But there have been quite a few others like that more recently, where an older guy, and they call him older, 30 years old, 40 years old, getting isekai'd into the other world. There's one, oh crap, I just had it. There was one from either 2 seasons ago the guy is a 40-something salesman, gets isekai in the world.
Is
The
it
first
is
thing
it
that
is it the
happens,
one with the bird? Is it the one with the bird?
I don't think it's the one with the bird, but the first thing that he does when he gets there and gets into the place is he shacks up with the innkeeper. He has no problems getting a piece of action, whether it's fur or whether it's human. He doesn't care. But his specialty is the ability to purchase otherworldly items. So, and yeah,
Oh, damn,
it's a
I was
little
watching
different.
this I thought I was watching this shit in the summer. I was actually watching this in January. Yeah, head hunted to another world from salary man to big four. What episode did I leave off on? I actually want to pick it up again now. But yeah, it was moving a tad
Yeah,
bit too slow for me.
it was slow. I felt like nothing really happened, but I mean,
Nothing really was
Yeah,
happening.
it took too
yeah,
long.
the
It's
end, I like
okay.
the ending. The ending.
You like
song
the
is
ending?
nice.
Okay. I'm gonna pick it back
ending
up.
song's
I'm
kinda
gonna
fire.
try to pick it back up. Okay. So we got Mecha coming in the form of Isekai. So that's gonna be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that, right? But we got to talk some serious shit. We got to talk about something that Name brought to my attention. And this might be a big blow for a lot of y'all that don't like doing anime the quote unquote legal way. All right. If you guys are Straw Hat Luffy's, all right, look, I got my pirate shit on. If you a Straw Hat Luffier, this might be bad. And I want to open up the discussion to even the chat. You guys let me know where you are with this situation. Shueisha, Kodansha, Shogakukan, and Kadawa win a copyright suit against Cloudflare. So here's the article. We're going to read through this. We're going to take our time. And like I said, I think that Japan right now understands that anime is its number one export. All right. They are protecting their exports. And so you're going to see a lot of lawsuits. You're going to see them trying to hold tight to make sure that if you're watching anime, you're paying for it. You're not going to be able to just Straw Hat Luffy this shit forever. They are coming for the, copyright. Hey, and they're putting people on lawsuits now. Okay. So let's read through this. The Tokyo District Court has ruled on Wednesday that American internet infrastructure company Cloudflare is liable for damages in a copyright infringement lawsuit filed by Japanese publishers Shueisha, Kodansha, Shogakukan, and Kadokawa in 2022. So this is going back a couple of years, right? The ruling recognized about 3.6 billion yen, about 24 million US in damages to the four publishers since the publishers only claimed a portion of the damages suffered was due to Cloudflare. Cloudflare was ordered to pay a total amount of 500 million yen, about 3.3 million. The four publishers issued a joint statement on Wednesday to announce the court's ruling and stated that the ruling will lead to the prevention of misuse of CDN content delivery network services such as Cloudflare. The joint statement added that the companies will continue to protect the rights and works of creators and will continue to take firm action against copyright infringement. The publishers emphasized their belief that CDN services are beneficial when used for stable and efficient delivery of legitimate content to users. They filed this back in 2022, alleging that Cloudflare distributes data for manga piracy sites that infringe on the publisher's copyright. So that was the long and short of their lawsuit. They won. Cloudflare got a cough up 3.3 million. And now we're going to see a major, in my opinion, and I think you guys probably would agree, we're going to start seeing a major push to shut down these pirate websites because of these reasons. This is Japan. They just came out with a whole hey, we're going to dedicate so much money to anime and to manga. We want to make sure that we are pushing this because this is one of our biggest exports. People love anime all over the world. And if they're doing that, then they're saying, hey, you guys got to pay for this. All of the piracy websites, we're going to shut them down. This is on manga piracy websites. This isn't even anime. Can you imagine what's going to happen once they finally start tapping in? Hey, all right, let's send these guys to court for the anime. Look, we all know people, they don't even watch anime on Crunchyroll or Netflix or Amazon Prime or anything. They go to a piracy website and that's how they get it done. If they won this ruling, this is a precedent. All right. I want to hear what you guys think about it.
It's the
Name?
typical end around
Oh,
stuff
okay, I'm
that
sorry, go ahead.
that some of these companies like to do. They're not they're not the ones that are creating the sites. They're just the backup and the backbone stuff of it. It's anytime you start having one country's laws try to apply to a company that is not inside their country, this is a problem. If it was any other country like China doing this, the US and I would have told them to go shove off. But since it's Japan and we have our partnership with them, it's a little harder for the powers that be to tell them to shove off.
Okay. Name? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, like I agree with Brandon because Japan has some like really strict copyright laws. Like it's insane compared to like what we have in US. Like we get copyright claimed or whatever. Like free use is like pretty much it's very different over there in Japan, and they're really protective of their IP, which I understand. And this case, like we talked about it a bit in before the stream started.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many like sites come and go. Like they cut off one head, it feels like two more regrow, and maybe they will start cracking down on more. But I was talking to a friend about this a long time ago. Like he's a straw hat, so and he says like the reason he straw hats is because he can't trust like the official Crunchyroll, Netflix. Who else did you bring up? Well, there's
Amazon. Amazon.
Yeah,
has
Amazon.
anime,
Like he says, like
Hulu, yeah.
one of the reasons, like some of the reasons he pirates is because like one, he doesn't like Crunchyroll, despite like having a huge library, they don't have everything. Like it's still like split across like Crunchyroll, Netflix, Amazon. So like if he has to pay for like 3 subscription services to like watch like the animes that he wants to watch, he's just like he'd rather pirate it because he's just tossing in like money on like one subscription service just to watch one show, and then like he has like other things to pay for in his life, so it's just like why bother? And second of all, like it's like can you trust these companies to like localize anime for us? Because we've seen like in the past like so many like such cases of like mistranslation, like either maliciously or just unintentionally, just like poor translations. So that there's like a service issue that comes to mind. And then like the third reason was like because like my straw hat friend pirates, he gets to save money, and that money goes back into like attending anime conventions, buying merch. And if he has to pay for like subscription services, that's less money that's gonna go into like buying like anime merch. And we've been to AX, it's hella expensive there, so like
oh yeah
Yeah,
I guess the question I have is how long, because again that's money regardless of it's money walking out the door for these anime companies when they don't it's like, oh well, people are able to pirate this and get it from another source and they don't have to pay for the anime that they watch. Eventually it's going to get to the point that they're going to do something. I don't like this is just I feel like this is the first step in like the crackdown. Like, okay, Japan recognizes it. They're pouring tons and tons of their own taxpayer dollars into boosting up anime. All right. Like, I think we talked about that, right? We talked about how careful they are. They're making sure that, Western influences are not on anime. We talked about that part. So they care about their, product. They care about their culture. The new prime minister, man, she's shutting shit down right now. Like the new prime minister over in Japan, man, she's making it hard for China to just waltz up in there and do whatever it is they're doing. Like things are getting hot and heavy, and they're really protective of their culture and they're protective of their products. And if you're going to watch anime and you're not going to pay for it, I have a feeling like this is just the opening move for major lawsuits when it comes to piracy sites and everything. I'm not sure how they can manipulate that, how they can get through that, but I feel like that's the main thing right now is that anime gets pirated a whole lot. All right. More people probably watch it than they watch Crunchyroll. They don't like Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll has their, they have their ways. And then Netflix is a lot of Netflix anime watchers. I think a lot of the people that watch anime watch it from Netflix. There's a ton of anime. I didn't realize how much anime Netflix has. So there's legit ways to get it, but there are certain ways that it's like, hey, I don't want to pay, like you were saying, name. I want to use my money for other things. And I feel like Japan is going to start coming after those guys. So,
Yeah.
well, however you feel about that, I just think it's interesting that this is where anime is at right now. It's such a hot property and a hot commodity. Of course, of course, Japan is going to try to crack down on, piracy. It only makes sense. I don't know. What do you think about that, Brandon?
It's the same problem as everywhere else. This game of cat and mouse has been going on for a very long time. Every time they think they have the big one squashed or they've put a stop to it, just like with Hydra, you cut off one head, 10 more appear.
Yep.
There's multiple ways around it. It has gotten a little easier because a lot of these places have decided to back off on it because it is a costly venture to try and fight it in court. Even if you don't go after the sites directly, if you start going after the hosting services or the DNS servers, all that you're going to do is just push. You're just going to push further decentralization of the internet and make it to where the places that you put on your straw hat, you'll be able to find it and get to it, but you'll have to go through alternative ways, and those alternative ways are not ran through circuits that go through Japan. At the end of the day, this is a losing proposition. It really is. If they really want to help make anime better, or to make it their biggest export and to make it a money winner, because right now anime is making money, but it's not. They've never traditionally made money. They've always traditionally made their money from the manga and from the merch, not from the anime. If they're wanting to change that, they've got to do a little better with some of the productions, because in my opinion, I do think there is too much being made every single season. It's hard to do. You're spreading yourselves too thin.
Sure.
As I think we're seeing with One Punch Man. JC's staff, 3 different shows, same season. It's a problem.
Yeah.
What they need to do is just let it be. They need to have better controls on when it gets exported. So when we in America or we outside of Japan get it, we're not getting hosed by getting the inferior product because the people that they hired or the companies hired to translate that is screwing it up. They have to have that tighter control. Once they have that tighter control and they then export it to like a Crunchyroll or something where they can't screw it up, okay, that makes it a little better, a little not quite as queasy to stomach Crunchyroll at that point. But if they don't, they have to have that quality control. If they don't do it, then all that they're doing is, as was said, just jerking off. So
Matter Cat says, I've been pirating anime since the 80s and nothing's going to stop it. This is like, okay.
Yeah.
Going on for a very long time.
Yeah. It's just kind of baked into the culture almost. It's like, that's just kind of how everybody watches it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. When there's a will, there's a way.
Yep. Anime fans have no problem supporting anime they like. Most who pirate give money to them. Well, it's like you said, man. It's like they're fans. And so they'll go and buy the merch. They'll buy toys, they'll buy games, they'll buy, or not games, manga. They actually do go out and purchase things if they like it,
Yeah.
So that's a good point, Shanifi.
And like to build on that, like some people are just gonna like pirate regardless. Like there are people out there who like you get, but for me, like I want to pay I want to pay money for like this. It's just that first of all, there's a service issue because like all these anime are like scattered around, and like to build on the service issue, like Brandon was saying, like we can't, like how do I know I can trust like Crunchyroll's not gonna like woke it up? So if you can ensure like those two things, like you put all the anime on like one platform for a reasonable price, and number two, you guarantee that we're getting like what we pay for, not like what you want to put out. Then because like DA, you and I have AMC A-list. Like how much dog shit does Hollywood put out? Like I still got that pass. You know why? Because it's convenient. It's better than like spending 18 like bucks per ticket every time I go to the theater. If you create like
$25 a month, and you can see four movies a week. You can watch one movie a week, and it's paid for itself with and then some. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you create a product that's like super convenient, you just have to like then there's no reason for me to pirate it. Like you just have to like do better than the pirates.
I agree. Let's see here. Thomas says, so Shueisha and the 3 other publishers are following Nintendo's footsteps. They're suing these pirates for fair use that is bullshit. Well, I mean, yep, it is. It is. You're right. Thank you, Tom, for being here. Merch and other things. Anime knows they make a lot of money on that stuff. Look at Gynax, NGVA merch kept them afloat for
Evangelion.
decades. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, Evangelion. Yeah. No. Oh shit. Yeah. Like honestly, like merch is kind of where it's at. Like anime is, it's good. Don't get it twisted, but it is kind of bringing you in and building you up and making you a fan of it to the point where you will go out and buy, like you guys see the Demon Slayer crew right over here, right? Like, I don't buy that if Demon Slayer is, I'll if Demon Slayer is what it is. Yeah. It's great. And so you show us greatness and we'll go and we'll throw our money at greatness. And so, yeah, I got that. And then there's little Nezuko right there too, So it is a thing where we will go out and purchase the merch. All right. And we will do the numbers. All right. This thing right here, Gon and Killua. All right. And this light box that's behind me, I might switch that up. I got a All Might one too. I'm gonna switch that up one of these days. But Gon and Killua, like I paid like over $100 for that, for the light box and for the print and everything like that. We spend money, all right? Anime fans are not shy about spending money. And so you're absolutely correct about that, Shalifi. We will go out, we will buy, we will support, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I kind of agree. Like you gotta, it's just, I get where they are coming from. It's like, yo, man, they just watching our shit for free. It's like they watching us for free, man. What are we going to do about this? Are we just going to let them get away with this? And the answer is, well, you guys, it got to give a little to get a little. There's a balancing act that's being done. No Fort Pass. The better story is how Japan is firing all the DI hires and Western influenced employees. Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Are.
Yes, and we talked about that on a previous anime nights. Is that they are absolutely getting rid of all the woke. All right, we will not have any woke nonsense in our shit. We are moving on from that. So yeah, that is a good thing. All right, that is absolutely a great thing, and I'm glad that they are doing that. Thank you very much. I love the new Japanese PM. Oh yeah, she's fire. She's taking care of.
She is literally Masato. Literally Masato.
Real talk, man. This is another one from No Pass for you, Brandon. I know you hate the Xbox, but it does something very, very useful that I can't share. Do you know what he's talking about?
I think I do, but
we can't share.
I'd have to go back to my memory banks. The one model of the Xbox is capable of a lot of things, so I think I know what he means. But yeah.
Got you.
I'll have to double check.
Hail to Cyfax. What's up, Cyfax? I tried to bring you on, bro, but I guess you was out. You was doing something. I had sent you a DM. So I guess you wasn't able to make it.
He said Cyfax said he was having issues with the X chat. So
me and Name was just talking about this. X is fucked right now. I don't know what's going on with the chat with X, but it's absolutely fucked right now. So I sent you a DM, Cyfax, to say, hey, are you able to make anime nights tonight? If so, I would have sent you a thing, but I guess it didn't work out, and that's fine. We'll bring you on in the future one. But I was just telling Name, like, X is so fucked right now. The DMs in X are not working. Brandon, I could not see any of the replies that you sent to me when I asked you about tonight. I couldn't see any of those from my phone. I had to log into my computer to see those DMs. I don't know what that's all about, but X is absolutely fucked. It's the exact same situation right now with, like, I was talking to Alan Ing. And it was the same thing with Alan Ing when I went to see Wicked with him on Sunday. I was trying to link up with him and I was sending him DMs on Twitter because we don't have each other's phone numbers. And I don't know what's going on with X, but X is fucking broken right now when it comes to DMs. And Elon, are you watching, Elon? You need to fix the DMs, bro. Your DMs are trash right now. Please figure that out. All right. It's ridiculous, man.
No kidding.
You got to get on that. Elon or DA is gonna hop over to Blue Sky.
Hell no. That ain't never happened.
That's right.
Man, when I go to Blue Sky just to look up content for videos, man, I feel like I'm in like a dirty bar. Like it just feels so disgusting. Like, these people are nasty and disgusting people. Whew.
They are.
Yeah, no chance in hell I'm gonna ever sit over on Blue Sky longer than that. But yeah. So that I just wanted to bring that up again, just discussing what's going on right now on the manga front, on the piracy front. I have a feeling that they are coming after the pirates. So if you watch your shit on piracy, just be aware. Okay, I'm not telling you not to do it, but I'm telling you it's starting to be looked at. It's starting to be looked at, and they're probably going to start saying, maybe we need to give some more stiffer penalties and fine. Yeah, let me actually finish sharing or just going through this particular article again, which I find fascinating. So it says here, amongst other services, Cloudflare can act as an intermediary between its service and its end users, delivering content even when the original server is facing connection issues or a DDoS attack. The Japanese language manga piracy site Mangamura became inaccessible in April of 2018 after Japanese publishers had filed criminal complaints against the website from summer to fall of 2017. Japanese authorities confirmed in May of 2018 that they were actively investigating Mangamura. Police have since made several arrests related to uploading unauthorized images on the site. So again, that's a manga site. It's not a anime site. So they're starting their manga. This is back in 2017, 2018 timeframe. We just now see that Cloudflare had a lawsuit. They lost a lawsuit themselves. So I think I just think that it's escalating. We're seeing escalation now. So be careful. All right. Beware and be careful. All right. If you are a manga or a anime pirate, all right, you got to be careful with that. Whoa, real quick, shout out to Knee Pain, who dropped 5 gifted memberships. Shout out, Knee Pain. Double salutes to you, sir. Thank you very much. Knee Pain is the homie. He is a wrench, as you can see, one of my mods. And haven't seen you in a minute, brother. We're gonna have to get you on because I want to discuss some of the goings on in Hollywood with you. Knee Pain is a former Lucasfilm employee. He worked behind the scenes and on both sides of the purchase. He worked with the George Lucas side. He worked with the Kathleen Kennedy side. So he's got a lot of knowledge. He knows a lot about animation as well. He's a good resource. So we like talking to him. And it's a pleasure, sir. Thank you for your 5 gifted memberships. I don't have an anime, unfortunately, but it's Indiana Jones, also from Lucasfilm. To thank all the new members, whoever joined on, courtesy of Knee Pain. Hey, this is for you. All right. You sent this over. Oh, yeah. It's so great, man. Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom is one of my all-time favorites. Mm-hmm. All right. You told us about it, Brandon.
Yes.
So let's go ahead. Yes. Look, he's excited, man.
Kalima.
All right. Let's go ahead. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End Season 2 trailer. Is this the end? Is this just a theme? Wait, hold up. Is this the trailer?
No, it's the trailer, and it's got
right,
the ender in it.
It's got the ending theme in it as well. Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's pump up the volume. Let's go full screen, and let's enjoy this. Look, I'm looking forward to this season, man. I really am. All right. Do we have? I guess this is in Japanese, but do they have?
I think this one is the subtitle. One of them is subtitled.
We'll find out in a second. All right, here we go.
Nope, not on this one.
Nope. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
Man,
Nah.
lock in, DA. Don't you know Japanese?
I need to
Come on,
learn
DA.
Japanese, man. I really
Lock
do.
in. Come on, DA. Lock in.
I think I have to agree with Turo.
okay.
I want to be reincarnated as a mimic, so that way we can eat Freerin.
That's not it either. Where is it at? There's people reacting to it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you can find the subtitled one as I'm scrolling through here. I just see everybody reacting to it. I typed in Freerin season 2 trailer and everybody it's all reaction videos.
I got it.
You got it? All right.
Yep.
Share it.
Let's see. Click this little button here and share it. There we go.
All right.
Here it is. Freerin,
It's on you,
Beyond
sir. Go
Journey's
ahead.
End, Season 2 official trailer. Let me just make sure. Okay, there we go. Original work by Kanahato Yamada.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
All right, so we're running into a guy that they ran into at the mage trials, who is part of an official government organization of mages and goes out and kicks ass and does stuff. So, yeah, getting some characters back already.
意外と早い再会だったな。これは大物だね。よし。
Okay, I have to back it up there just a bit. We've got
You enjoying yourself.
Freerin.
Hey, enjoy yourself, Brandon.
Yeah, we've got our spa episode. Yes, it finally happened. Freerin goes to the spa.
いい景色ですね。確かにいい景色だ。こうして大事なものが増えていくのが嬉しいのかもしれません。
You gave me holy rain. 恐れずに進めよ holy rain.
これは人類にはどうしようもないものだよ。こんなことは生まれて初めてです。
じゃあどうしろって言うんだ。今だって逃げたくてたまらねえ。
逃げたくなったらみんなで逃げよう。僕たちはパーティーなんだから。
パーティーっていうのはそうじゃないと機能しないんだ。
私は踏み出せぬどこへあなたがいる場所へ。
それじゃ行こうか。
Yep, January 16th, Freerin Fridays return.
Look, January is there's so much heat in January. It is ridiculous, man. It's so many good animes coming in January, man. I'm looking forward to the beginning of the year, man. And hopefully, you know, like every week when we come here, we're just talking about another great episode of something. And there's no wokeness and there's no bullshit, and it's just all good. Everything is great. Everything is awesome. All right, which we expect. But you know, you always got to have that kind of, you know, hopefully it is. But look, I am all in with Freerin season 2. It is one of my most anticipated anime, right next to JJK season 3. I think it's just going to be awesome, man. What are y'all expectations? You've seen Freerin, right? Name?
That's on the list. But I did go to the panel and at Anime Expo, and they didn't show that. They showed us like a short, like 30-second trailer of what they had at the time. But
yeah,
I know they're cooking because that studio, Madhouse, they did One Punch Man season 1. So
yeah,
okay.
Madhouse doesn't screw around.
Yeah, Madhouse is really good. They made a lot of classics, but yeah, I might have to hop on for that one. You know, this winter break is just gonna be me like speedrunning like anime just to like, you know, so I can talk about it with y'all. But
all right, you've got 28 episodes to buzz through.
He could do it.
Yeah,
That's right. You
easy,
could do it
bro.
in 3. You
That's
could do it in a
nothing.
day.
You
Take
can
a
do
day.
that in a day,
Bro,
What are these,
I
like,
got through
20-minute episodes.
yeah, I got through 2 seasons of JJK in 2 days. I got this, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Here's what I will say: you got to watch it in Japanese. The English is okay,
Of course.
but
Of course.
it's not nowhere near as good as the Japanese voice
Yeah,
cast.
that's pretty much a given because I saw the Japanese Stark voice actor at Anime Expo and he was actually cooking. So
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. I will say this: the first episode is a heart wrencher. The next two are a little slow, but by the
Yeah.
time that you pick up Stark, that's when they really start moving and start getting some more fun stuff. And the best dragon battle was actually from this show. So
yeah, that was
you'll
actually
enjoy
the
it.
scene that they had the Stark actor dub over at the panel. So that was really cool to see.
Well,
Oh yeah.
last
like it.
thing we're gonna talk about, and this is something that Name has shared with me, so I'm gonna share it with y'all. There is a sneak peek that's coming up. All right. Crunchyroll Anime Nights. Look, they stole my name. How about that? How dare you? How dare you, Crunchyroll? They says you can catch an exclusive look at the January anime season before everyone else. It's 1 day only. It's on December 15. Name has already set his reminder to get his tickets. And so I think me and Name are probably going to link up, go out, catch it, and we'll do some sort of an out of the theater or something like that, discussing this. But yeah, it's a little sneak peek. Crunchyroll Anime Nights. You know, they're saying that they're gonna where is it at? No, this ain't it. I just had the article of that. Oh shoot, I think I lost it. Or maybe I closed it out. Oh, nope, here it is. All right. This one, nope, that's not an article either. All right. Anyway, we don't really need an article. It was just a visual. But yeah, I think if you guys are interested, there's something to go and watch. All right. Some more anime. All right. You can see a sneak peek of everything that you're going to get in January before everybody. So might be some fun, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fans there. And, you guys know me, I'm all about community. So I love seeing the anime community, jump in together and, galvanize and show everybody how awesome anime is. And so, yeah, this is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Name, for putting that on my radar.
Do you have any theory? Do you have any theories about like what they're gonna play? Like, are they gonna show like some of the underrated or like not talked about anime, or like are they gonna bring out the heavy hitters like Frieren, JJK, I don't think they wouldn't put JJK because they had the movie, but you think they're gonna put like Frieren, My Hero up there, or like it's just gonna be reserved?
Oh, they'll
for, like,
put Oshinoko there too.
Oshinoko.
I think they'll probably go heavy hitter. They're not really known for pushing the lesser known stuff, or even stuff like was it Sakamoto Days? I think they had it, but Netflix also had it, and if they split it with somebody else, they don't advertise for it. So
I mean, I feel like
these are this is the most anticipated list here. So you got Frieren, JJK, Oshinoko, you got Hell's Paradise, which I'm currently watching right now. Hell's Paradise is really good. Fire Force, Trigon, Change Soldier, Fate, Strange Fake, Golden Kamui, Name's favorite, My Hero Academia, Vigilantes, Medalist.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, if they give Vigilante season 2 the One Punch Man season 3 treatment, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. You're gonna see an Anime Nights crash out.
Oh man. So yeah, this is what Anime Society listed as the top animated or animes for January. Look, I think out of this list, and we'll do a actual breakdown when we get into December, but I'm seeing like 5 right now that I'm like, I'm locked in, bruh. I'm locked in. I'm looking forward to it in the worst way possible. And yeah, My Hero Academia Vigilante. I give Name a hard time about it, but it is really good. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Fire Force. I'm looking forward to Hell's Paradise, JJK, and Frieren. Those are my top 5 on this list. You guys see, what are your top 5 on this list?
Well, the only ones that I would that I can watch because I have either seen them or have interest: Freyrin, Hell's Paradise, Trigun Stargaze, and for those out there that don't know, they did a first half about 3 years ago, the first half of 23 with Trigun. So go watch
Trigun
it.
Stampede. Yeah, Trigun Stampede. That's
Stampede.
the name.
So there's 3. I have Vigilantes on the list, although I haven't seen the first season of it, so I might be able to do it. And then Sentenced to Be a Hero. That one is going to be wild. So those are my 5. Those are the ones I can do. So
Okay. Yeah. Come on, DA. We gotta say it. We got Vigilantes up there. I think, I've seen Trigun. Trigun, I thought it was I haven't seen the original. I heard the original is good, but I saw the reboot and I thought it was pretty good. I don't think they're gonna put Chain Soldier there. I've seen it, but there's no way they're putting Chain Soldier in theaters. Like that's a wild anime. Like they're wild in that one.
Well, I mean, not in theaters, but it's just there. So you don't think we'll see that at the at Crunchyroll?
No. Unless they make it like rated R, we're not seeing that. But I'm also interested in Sentenced to Be a Hero and Oshinoko, JJK,
Okay.
and of course Freyrin. But those are the ones that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, Freyrin is my top one is probably JJK, and then it's Freyrin. I never finished Oshinoko season 1, but
that's because it ends like ass.
Does it really? Okay.
Well, literally the manga ends like ass, so that's just one of those weird things.
Yeah. I've never seen Sentenced to Be a Hero. Is that? Oh, that's a new series. Oh,
that's brand new, but this one has some pretty good hype around it.
Okay. Interested in? I'll have to read up on it. Cool. All right, Stacy Gardner. What's up, Stacy? My 5 would be Fire Force, Chain Soldier, Trigun, and Sentenced to Be a Hero. That's 4. You got one more?
You missed one,
Stacey,
unless Freyrin's
so hyped
automatic.
you forgot to count. Look, I think most people are going to be hyped up for JJK, especially coming off of a movie. A movie, quote unquote movie. So I think a lot of people are going to be hyped for that because look, season 2 was amazing. And I know everybody's looking forward to seeing what's coming next for that. Fire Force, I'm still working my way through Fire Force and Hell's Paradise, but Hell's Paradise is really good. I'll be done with both of those by the time we get to January. So late December, probably we'll do a full talk about this list here, and we'll see which ones are we really pumped up for. But yeah, we got some heat coming in January. Oh, we got some absolute heat, bruh. Yeah, it's gonna be wild, man. Yeah,
I will say this: don't sleep on Medalist. I didn't catch it, but I've got a few friends of the channel that have, and they absolutely loved it. It was really good, and they put a lot of money into the animation on it, and you can tell.
Cool.
So, if you'd like a good slice of life story that happens to be around figure skating, Medalist is it.
There it is. Everybody, thank the guest's name, as well as Brandon, the anime guy. Brandon's link is in the description. Get over there and support Brandon if you have not already done so. If you're not already a member of his channel, Brandon, I know you do Saturday mornings. You're welcome to invite me. I may or may not be awake. But if you invite me, I'll try my damnedest to make it at least for part of the stream. I got some more stuff to do before I get up out of here tonight. But what do you got coming up for us in the morning in terms of your channel? Go ahead.
Well, tomorrow morning, Anime 101, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for you West Coast peeps. And, of course, 8 for me, 9 for the Central, 10 for the East. I've got my bud Ironcaster coming on, and we're going to be talking some of the things that we have been grateful for this year. And one of the biggest things that we've been grateful for, because he's a massive, huge, gigantic Japanese television show nerd, we're of course going to talk about Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer.
Yes.
And
Love
of course,
that,
all the good stuff, the weird stuff, the fun stuff, and who knows what type of stuff I find on the interweebs. So, yeah, tune in in the morning, and yeah, I'll be going live the week of the bird. So we'll have to put together a Thanksgiving after crash.
Nice. Brandon has a great channel. He absolutely does. Get over there, sub up to the channel, and go watch him tomorrow morning. Anime 101. No pass says no four pass says Brandon hasn't mentioned horse girls yet for some reason. There are
The
reasons
Uma
you haven't
Musume
mentioned
is
horse girls?
strong. The Uma Musumes are strong. Yeah, tune in and we'll put the horse girls into the gates and we'll turn them loose.
Nice. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out, man. Anime Nights is my favorite stream of the week. I love hanging out talking anime because I'm not we got a little tiny bit negative with One Punch Man because it's apparently just that trash, but most of the conversation is positive, and that's the one thing I love is that anime is doing things right where Hollywood is failing. All right, when I do nightcaps, when I do the DA's office, it's just like a roast fest on Hollywood. But when I come to Anime Nights, it's like, oh man, we're just talking about things we love, and it's awesome, and I love doing it. So thank you, fellas, for hanging out with me. Cyfax, we will get you on, bro. We will get you on, and so we'll have a nice quartet of anime fans that love anime and love what they're doing, and we'll chop it up and we'll talk. Any last words, guys?
Speak friend to enter.
No. Have you guys? Are you caught up with My Hero yet, or no? You're still working.
I am not caught up. I have started watching, but I have not caught up. The name has been
Right.
on my head about that. You'd be
Nah,
like, bro, come on.
Look, I mean, like that last episode, it's
All right.
I wanted to discuss it, but I mean, I don't know where everyone's at with the anime, so like but I got some strong opinions about that episode.
Ooh, okay, all right. I like that. All right. Well, I will catch up eventually, and then we'll walk through it and we'll talk about it. But yeah, right now I'm just here's what I'm watching right now, and somebody mentioned it earlier. Gachi Akuda, which is just a fucking amazing anime. I love it. All right, so I'm watching Gachi Akuda. I already talked about it a couple of times. My status as the assassin exceeds the hero. Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer. That is on my playlist right now. There was something else that and then Hell's Paradise. I'm catching up on Hell's Paradise. I don't know where am I at with that one. I'm almost done. I want to go throw back and watch that. Let's see. Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer. Hell's Paradise. My status. Oh, Spy Family. That's the other one. So Spy Family. I'm watching that. So yeah, there's my slate is stacked along with all the other stuff that I gotta watch, through normal Hollywood. And look, if I gave it up and just said no more Hollywood, I would be caught up with everything. But I gotta watch stuff.
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Join
but yeah, Gachi Akuda right now is my favorite thing to watch. It is. I'm locked in. Every episode that drops, I'm loving it, man. So yeah, go check that out. Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer is probably neck and neck with Gachi Akuda. Great anime. Hell's Paradise, obviously, you guys probably already seen that. Is good. And then Assassin Exceeds the Hero is solid. It's a great isekai.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm looking those. Brandon, what's on your list right now? What you watching?
I've still got everything there. I haven't dropped anything else. The stuff that I've enjoyed this week so far. May I ask for one final thing, is probably the best villainous show I've ever seen. It's really good. It's funny. I thoroughly enjoyed Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. The most recent episode of it was great. Let's see. Alma-chan Wants to Be a Family. She is just so adorable. It's so much fun. And yeah, tomorrow we'll have Wild Last Boss, Spy Family, Banished Court Magician, Tojima. And on Sunday we will have Uma Musume, Alma-chan, Gachi Akuta, and then we'll start the process over. But yeah, this season has not disappointed. It has not disappointed.
Not at all.
And Cleavitus was badass. If you haven't seen Cleavitus, you need to watch it because it's getting a second season. It's good.
Look, Cyfax, we're gonna get him on, man, because he watches a lot of anime. So we're gonna get Cyfax on. Cleavitus was pretty good. If nobody caught it, Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get
it
you
was
on and we'll
good.
talk about Cleavitis. I know I that's another one people are telling me, hey, bro, you got to go watch it. It's like everything needs to be watched. All right. I got too much shit to watch. Name what's on your list right now. Obviously, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, My Hero, Tojima. School's been hell recently because like we're approaching finals, so I haven't had much time to like watch anything. But I'm still working through Gundam Wing, and once the winter break starts, I'm gonna like just be powering through anime and like in prep for like next season and just catching up with what I've missed. So I'm looking forward to that. But
Cool. Yeah, I think everybody's watching Tojima, man. Tojima's like, it's funny. Like you talk to people and everybody's watching it, but I don't really hear a lot of buzz about it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Tojima's really good. Really good. And Gachi Akuda as well. But it's like you hear very little. But if you run into an anime head, if you run into somebody that's an actual anime dude, it's like, oh yeah, I love Gachi Akuda. It's like, how come we don't really hear a lot of buzz about it? It's kind of weird, that nobody's really buzzing about these. But yeah, both of them are excellent. All right. And you would be doing yourself a favor to go and check them out. All right, but that'll do it, guys. Whoo! Great Friday stream, man. I love talking anime. You guys take care. Make sure you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Sunday night at the DA's office. We'll have the whole panel on, and we'll be chopping it up, talking about how fucked up Hollywood is, how they just can't get anything right. But everybody have a good night, and we'll see y'all on the next Anime Nights next Friday. Take care. Peace.
Later.